Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Espero que estén bien. Welcome to my YouTube channel Salud Spanish for All. Friends, in this video we will learn the verb estar. As you all know, there are two different verbs for to be in Spanish, ser and estar. The first verb ser already we have learned earlier. Today we are going to discuss the 6 forms of this verb estar and the uses of this verb. First, let us discuss the 6 forms of this verb estar. The first form is estoy, the second form is estás, the third form is está, fourth form estamos, fifth form estáis, and the sixth form, the last form, están. 6 forms are, let's repeat again, estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, and están. The second form, the third form, the fifth form and the sixth form have an accent mark over the letter A. And you know how to use these 6 forms. The first form is used with the first subject, the second form with the second subject, and the third form is with the third form of the subject. So, yo estoy means I am. Second form, tú estás means you are. And tú is you informal. For third form, we have got multiple subject, él, ella and usted. Él means he, ella means she, and usted means you formal. So, he is or she is or you are formal. The fourth form, nosotros estamos, we are. Fifth form, vosotros estáis, you are, and this is informal. And the last form, we have got 2 subject, they and you. For they, we have ellos or ellas, depending on gender. And for you formal, we have got ustedes. So, ellos están or ustedes están means they are or you are formal. The format is same as ser. The first 3 forms are singular and the last 3 forms are plural. Now, we need to discuss the uses of this verb, because the meaning of ser and estar is same, that is to be. For ser, we discussed 10 different uses. Now, let us discuss the uses of estar. The first use, to describe the position, location and condition, whether it is permanent or temporary. Suppose we are in the classroom, that is our temporary position. My friend is in the United States, so that is his temporary position or location, right? Okay, what about the permanent location? Eiffel Tower is in Paris, the Taj Mahal is in Agra, so that is called the permanent location of that thing. So, location or position, whether it is permanent or temporary, we have to use the verb estar. Now, what about the condition? Condition means whatever the food or drink, if it is hot or cold, like tea, coffee, soup, whether it is hot or cold, is called the temporary condition. For person, whether the people are busy or free, is also called a temporary condition. Clear? So, to describe the position, location and condition, whether it is permanent or temporary, we have to use the verb estar. Now, the second use, to describe the state of mind and the state of health, whether it is permanent or temporary. Okay, what is state of mind? Person is happy, sad, nervous, angry, tired, is called state of mind. State of health, whether the person is sick, well, ill, not well, is called state of health. Clear? Now, the third use, to describe the marital status, whether the person is single or married or committed or engaged, we have to use the verb estar. So, these are the 3 different uses of estar. We will also discuss the examples using these 3 uses. Okay, let us continue. Examples. The pen is on the table, la pluma está en la mesa. So, here we cannot use es, but we have to use está. Here we are describing the position or the location of pen, that it is on the table. So, la pluma está en la mesa, the pen is on the table. Second sentence, I am in my office. So that is my current location, that I am in my office. After 1 hour, 2 hours, I will be at home. Okay, what is I am? The first form. Estoy en mi oficina. Here you can also add the subject yo. But earlier we discussed that in conversational Spanish, usually we have to omit the subject pronoun. Only in the third form and in the sixth form we are using the subject. Other than that, we can omit the subject pronoun. So yo estoy and only estoy both mean I am. Carlos is sad. Carlos está triste. Triste means sad. Carlos is the name of a person. Are you angry? That is a question. ¿Estás enojado? So not here the reverse question mark before the sentence. Estás is the second form of the verb estar and enojado means angry. My cousin is sick. Mi primo está enfermo. Primo we can consider as male cousin and prima we can consider as female cousin, and enfermo means sick person or ill person. We are fine. We are is what? Fourth form. Estamos bien. Here also you can add nosotros. Nosotros estamos bien or estamos bien. We are fine. Deepika is married. Deepika está casada. So casada means married. If a boy is married, casado. If a girl is married, casada. So for adjective also we have a gender difference. Okay, you can compare these examples with the uses of estar. The first two examples, pen is on the table and I am in my office. That is called the position or the location. The next two examples, Carlos is sad and are you angry, are describing the state of mind, whether the person is sad or angry. The next two example, my cousin is sick and we are fine, that is the state of health, whether the person is sick, ill, fine, well, not fine. And the last example, Deepika is married, is describing the marital status of that person, whether she is committed, married or single. Clear all the three uses? Let's discuss some more examples. They are single. They are is what? The last form. Ellos están solteros. So soltero means single. If one person is single, soltero. Here the subject is they. And so soltero becomes solteros. Alia is committed. Alia está comprometida. So if a girl is committed, comprometida. If a boy is committed, comprometido. These two examples are also describing what? Marital status. We are in the class. That is our temporary position. Estamos en la clase. Estamos is fourth form. He is not committed. It is a negative sentence. He is not committed. Él no está comprometido. So friends, earlier we have discussed to make negative sentence in Spanish, we have to add the word no before the verb. So here esta is a verb form. So before esta we have to add no. Él no está comprometido. He is not committed. The book is on the chair. El libro está en la silla. Libro is book and chair is silla. And third form is está. My sister is very angry. That is her state of mind. Mi hermana está muy enojada. So you can notice here, earlier we learned the word enojado for angry. Here my sister is angry. So the adjective enojado will change to enojada. I am tired. That is my mental status, my state of mind. I am is what? The first form. Estoy or yo estoy, both are correct. Yo estoy cansado or estoy cansado means I am tired. So if a boy is tired, cansado, and if a girl is tired, cansada. Clear friends? These all are the examples of the verb estar. If you find this video interesting, please share with your contacts and wait for more such amazing videos.